Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Monday the 28th of April. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Gotta be honest, wasn't a great deal that caught my attention this morning, so fairly straightforward briefing to start the week. Samsung has admitted that Galaxy devices can leak passwords through what they're calling a clipboard wormhole, but it's not exactly a clipboard wormhole. It's a clipboard, which does things like copying and pasting stuff. But it highlights a concept that most people are aware of but don't really think through. Galaxy devices run a particular sort of Android skin that is called One UI. Which affects the way that the device behaves in many levels. So it's not just the visuals; it's various. It affects various other aspects of the operating system below it. Now, one of the things which is permitted via both the apps and the Android skin itself, is that you can copy passwords from, say, password managers. I bet you that your expectation is that if you copy and paste a password out of a password manager, that the clipboard doesn't retain the password in clear text after it's been pasted. Well, that's an interesting one. So, in practice, I think it's fair to say the passwords tend to be, on most operating systems, tend to reside on the clipboard for maybe not I don't know how long they would reside, but more than just a single paste. So if you repaste the password, it'll still be there until you've copied the next thing into the clipboard. Interestingly, now what a particular user has reported is that the password is retained in the clipboard in clear text. That might be what you were expecting, but it might not. So it's certainly something worth thinking about. And because clearly there are lots of apps that have access to the clipboard, and I think it's not something that we generally as users spend much time thinking about. It just works. So just be aware. Maybe have a look, check your own clipboards, and see if you copy a password into the clipboard, does it show up? Does it show up in a history of content that has been copied into and pasted out of the clipboard? Samsung have acknowledged that yes, that is the way that it behaves, and they are having a think about whether that's actually the behaviour that they want to continue with. So, bear that in mind as a means, especially on something like a shared device. Do you want to be leaving remnants of your passwords lying around? Wonder how these things. I'm going to have a look in, I think, today, a little dig into how this stuff is secured in other operating systems. I'm sure that there are at least app level restrictions in some OSs, and maybe encrypted. I don't know. I'll have a look into it. But at the moment, if you're using Samsung's devices with One UI as the Android skin, be aware if you use Password Manager and copy and paste passwords, those passwords sit in clear text in the clipboard. Okay, the other thing that jumped to my attention this morning is that Microsoft is introducing a new way in which patches can be deployed. So currently you get Patch Tuesdays every month. If those Patch Tuesdays require reboots, well, it's kind of on you to organise the downtime, either through negotiated maintenance windows, or through having resilient solutions that you can reboot components of without taking out the whole service, blah blah blah. Well, they are looking to move towards a paid, well, they're going to additionally add a paid service, which allows for hot fixes for 8 out of 12 months. Hot fixes being patches that you can apply without a reboot. Already available. This is already available in Azure. So if you're running compute in Azure, or you can hot patch your Azure instances. The approach has been available for a long time in Linux kernels, VMware products, Zen hypervisor as well has been able to do this for a long time. The nice thing is, of course, it allows you to apply security patches without having to negotiate downtime, which potentially may improve the rapidity of applying patches. So kind of cool thing. It is chargeable, however. They're not going to take away the Patch Tuesday approach, but if you want to use this other approach, then you'll end up paying $1.50 per core per month per patch, I think, is how it works out. The kind of idea is that what runs on a 3-month cycle, so you get 2 months worth of 2 months of hot fixes, followed by a normal patch which will require a reboot. So it kind of reduces the number of reboot events per year down from potentially 12 to a maximum of 4. Kind of cool idea. Certainly worth having a think about. Not entirely sure that making it a paid service is doing anybody other than Microsoft's coffers any good, but you'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, that's all from me for today. I hope you have a good start to the week, and I'll speak to you all. In fact, I won't speak to you tomorrow. I think it will be Rich from Uncle Rich from the Agony Uncles that will be doing tomorrow's briefing, as I'm not available. However, I will speak to you again